Hey guys, welcome back to the Small Music Artist Hype podcast. This is episode 6, and of course, as you see from thumbnail title, this episode is on Nuria. Their pronouns are she, hers, and she writes a blend of hip hop, rap, and pop. We're gonna get into all of that. First off, quickly, this podcast is meant to help artists, and any way you can help them out by checking all the links that I leave in the description, pre-save upcoming music, listen to the upcoming music once it releases, following them on whatever social medias, commenting, liking, all the things. First, I'm going to be talking about how I found Nuria, because it's actually kind of sweet. I found her via the collab that she did with Noah. You guys already know from the first episode of this podcast, I like Noah. And they did a song together called Nobody Knows Me, and it's on Nuria's EP, Things I'll Never Find, which is a great EP. I got the whole thing on iTunes, and I have been obsessing over it for a while. And when I was on the plane and I just got back to Germany, and on the way back from Germany yesterday, I was just replaying it over and over and over and over again. Great to listen to on a plane, and it's great music to play while you're painting a closet and learn from experience. It's great. First things first, I'm saying that, but that's not the first thing. Nuria's upcoming release is Still See You, which comes out August 26th. It is a single, and that's why this video is going to be released slightly early, because I want to make sure it's out before the single is out. If you like Nuria from this podcast, there will be a link down below in the description, so you can pre-save Still See You, and there will be a link to vote for Nuria's previous single, Piso 3 via DistroKid. So, some of Nuria's other releases, according to Spotify, and this isn't necessarily in order, is Ineffable, I think I said that right, probably not, and a Wave, Wrong Way Home, Looking For, Things I'll Never Find, which is an EP, Pass Me By When Seen, Piso 3, Still See You has not been released yet, but will be soon, and there is an upcoming LP that will be released in February 2023. I know, it's so exciting. So, like the past couple of episodes, we're going to have the podcast interview so you guys can get to know Nuria and about her music and all that. So, let's get started, right? So, guys, this is Nuria.
Hi everyone, my name is Nuria. I am from the Netherlands. I'm a rapper, singer, songwriter, and I'm here today to do this wonderful interview, and I'm very excited. So let's go.
Let's start with the first question. When did you start writing music, and what made you start?
Every single day I would come home from school, I would write my raps at school, in high school. I did not pay attention to any class. I would just write my raps in class. Don't do that, kids. Do not recommend. Don't do it. But yeah, I would write them in school. I would come home to this room and I would sit here and rap. And if you go to my YouTube channel, every single rap remix is still there. I've always felt drawn to writing and creating. I remember I found some letters a couple days ago that I wrote when I was younger. I've always liked creating in general. I've always loved music, but it wasn't until a little bit later that I started creating it myself. I used to do a lot of covers when I was younger, especially in my, when I primarily did singing. And then I just wanted to try it. I just wanted to have a shot at it and see what I could do. So yeah, 11, 12 years old, that's when I started writing, and I'm about to turn 18 in October, end of October.
What's your favorite song you've ever written?
From the songs that I have out right now, my favorite song I've ever written, yeah, is Jolly Solitude. Yeah, it's the last track on my last EP, Things I'll Never Find. And I've never written a more personal track, ever. It was really easy for me to write. That was weird for me because it's so personal, and I talk about so many things that were so horrible to deal with. But it just means so much to me, everything. Even when I hear that beat, I hear the start of the song, I immediately just go back to that time. And it's a very hard song for me, but it's my favorite one I've ever written. It's just a beautiful song, beautiful song. It hurts though.
If you could send one main message using your platform, what would it be?
My message would be to be yourself fully in anything, any field in life. Be exactly who you are. Now, this advice you could just find in a kid's book. Be yourself, sounds super derivative, but it's so true. I've seen so many people wanting to be other people, and it never works out. It never works out because you can't do what they do, and they can't do what you do. It's you and it's them. Be exactly who you are in this moment, and do anything you want to do exactly as the person you are. That would be my message.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
This is such a cute question. I like this because in 5 years, I actually want to look at this and be like, yep, we did do that. In 5 years, I have graduated college. I've made a name for myself. I've helped people with my art and what I make. I've made them feel at home. I've made them feel welcome. That's very important to me. And I've garnered recognition for me and what I can do. I've never really been after the fame and the riches and everything attached, like the fancy lifestyle. But what is really important to me is that I can support my family and friends, make a living off music, and be able to financially support myself because I do everything on my own, and help my family whenever it's needed. Yeah, the most important things.
Is there any specific genre you haven't written music in that you would like to in the future?
Yes, I love R&B so much. I haven't made any like R&B slow song. I mean, on my YouTube channel when I used to do the little remixes, but yeah, definitely R&B. Yeah.
Do you make your own song covers? I know this question can be taken different ways, you know, take it how you will.
I used to. Yeah, when I would sing, I still sing on my songs, but when I would primarily sing, I would do a new song cover every week, and they're still up on my channel. But now, ever since April last year, that's when I dropped my first project, Ineffable. I've just been really focused on making what I want to make and just creating. And I have to say, very different process. Very different process. You learn so much about who you are. Bad things, good things, annoying things, wonderful things about who you are as a person when you start creating. I know the question was about covers, don't know how I got here, but you got it.
What song was the hardest for you to write, literally or just mentally?
The hardest song I would say is Do I Trust, also on my last EP. Also a song that means so much to me. And it's not just writing. These are, it's almost therapy to me. It's like an outlet because I write about what I really went through and what I really felt. And that's where I let it go in the music. So every single song, with that outlook, every single song means so much to me, but especially this one because I remember the time I was in, and I remember the headspace I was in when I wrote it, and it was a really a really hard time. But when I look back at that song, I don't see the hard times. I just see the art that I made out of it. And I think that's a really beautiful thing. Yeah.
Who are your favorite musicians and why?
I would just go with the Young Money crew that I grew up listening to. Nicki, Wayne, Drake, the most influential, the most iconic, you know. I remember sitting here and watching their music videos and like studying their raps when I was like 10. So yeah, definitely the greatest.
And if you could do a collaboration with any artist, it doesn't have to be a musician, who would it be?
Definitely Kendrick Lamar. I feel like we could make a really dope duo on a song. Like I just have it in my head somewhere that that's gonna be really dope. And he's the greatest, so you know.
If you were to go on tour with an unlimited budget, where would you go? What kind of songs of yours would you have included? And what would the overall vibe of the concert or concerts be like?
Unlimited budget, you said? I think that I would start small. I live in the Netherlands. I think I would just stay here and do like a country trip. Maybe not even the whole country, maybe like half the country first because I'm not a big artist. So I love touring. Like I love to put on shows ever since I was young. So I would definitely want to do that when I've grown, when I've made a bigger name for myself. But I think I would just start off here. Yeah. I would do everything. Not just happy songs, not just sad songs, not just angry songs. I would take all of it or like one of every single emotion that I've ever made a song with. And I would just combine them because I feel like all of do you hear that? All of these songs combined are a piece of who I am. So I would perform literally anything or anything that you guys would want me to. I love listening to what people want to hear, like live. Like tell me what you want me to perform, please. Oh, the overall vibe would just be fun. Would just be so much fun because I know that when I'm on a stage someday that I'm gonna have a blast. I just know ever since I was young I was I would do musicals and every single time I would stand on the stage and I would see the crowd, even if it was 30 people, I would be like, oh, this is my thing. Yeah.
Is there anything your fans should be excited about when it comes to your next release in late August?
Ooh, yes, my single Still See You drops August 26th. I'm very excited. I'm so excited because this song is something that I haven't really done before. And I say that every single time because I try out so many different things. But this is a very fun beat. And it's just a fun song. It's just a fun, confident song. Just be who you are. Listen to that.
Will there be any new music videos to accompany your upcoming release?
Flat out, no. No, I did not. I love making music videos though. I love creating things in general. I love editing. I've done that back in my YouTube era where I would make vlogs. Like I do love editing. The thing is I am my own writer, my own artist, my own manager, my own editor, my own everything, my own label. I have to do everything on my own. I don't have somebody who could do that with me or for me, which is totally fine. I don't have an issue with that, but it does make it a little bit harder to focus on the album, focus on the rollout, focus on the music videos. But I do love making music videos, so who knows? I might pop up with one after all. Who knows?
Is there a message or idea you want the listeners to take away from your upcoming release?
Well, Still See You is not a very deep song. I would say I've made like more personal, more poetic, more beautiful songs. Like I just had so much fun with it, and I think that's what music's about too, because I used to think that I had to make something incredibly meaningful every single time. That was my mindset, and I knew that wasn't right, but that was the way I thought that I had to do this. Like if I don't put the best, most meaningful, most life-changing verse on this song, then I'm a bad artist. That's how I used to think. But artists can have fun with their music. Artists should switch up their style and should try new things and should do things that scare them, you know? So I've kind of gotten over that little bump in the road, like you have to be revolutionary. No, you are 17 years old, girl. breathe in, breathe out, you know, take it slow. So what was the question again? Oh, the message. Yeah, the message would just be that, to just dare to do things that might scare you, because I was like, I don't know how people are gonna react to this song. I told one of my friends, he was like, yeah, I'm very excited for the release. I said, I don't know if you're gonna like this one. And he was just like, oh. I was like, yeah, I don't know if you're gonna like this, but that's fun. Even if nobody likes it, I'm still glad that I did it. But that sounds very sad. I do hope that somebody likes it.
Do you have any future plans to go on tour this year or next year? If so, do you know where you would tour?
Well, this is interesting. I can't really say too much about this. There might be something in the works. It all depends though. I don't have an yes or no yet, so I can't really say, but hopefully yes. Hopefully yes, and I would just tour through my city, like different venues in the city, which would be so cool because I've never toured before, but I love putting on a show and I love performing and I love the idea of performing so much. So I hope it pulls through, and I will definitely let you know. I mean, you'll see me on the stage, so you'll know when it's time.
Is there any future projects you have planned for the upcoming year?
Oh, my favorite question. Yes, my album, my second studio album, is dropping next year, February 3rd, 2023. It's called Irina, which is my middle name. I'm so excited. Like, this album means everything to me. It's currently very still in the works. I've only recorded one song. Yes, one song. Yeah, really one song. It's a collab. I have two collabs and like a one half collab. Can't really explain it, but it's 10 tracks. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I cannot wait. And I know I say that every time I drop something, but I can't wait. I've never made something more dear to my heart. And I know with my next album, I'm also gonna say I've never made something more personal, but it's true. You know, depending on the time of your life that you're in, you make things that are super personal to you in that time period. So I truly do think this is up until now, the best thing I've ever made. If I do say so myself, I'm very critical of what I make, but I've been sitting with this for a very long time, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. You know me, I rewrite my verses 500,000 times and then I'm finally happy. But you know, I have to actually make what I think of. But I'm very excited. Thank you so much for having me on here. This is the first time I've ever done this before, like a little interview. And I was so excited when you asked me to do this. So thank you so much. And who knows, maybe I'll be back for another one next year. And then my album will be out. Who knows? Who knows? Thank you so much for asking me to be on here. It was so cute. I loved it so much. Thank you. And don't forget, my single Still See You drops August 26th. Tune in. Tell me what you think. Tell the girl what you think. Okay. Love you. Bye.
So that is all of the questions. Thank you, Nuria. And again, remember to check her out. Check all of her music out, especially the one that's upcoming. I have not put any in this episode, but I will have things inflowing. I'm gonna do a lot of editing for this one. I'm trying to improve with each podcast. So if there's anything you really like that I did differently or you just don't like, just let me know in the comments down below. And as always, like every YouTuber, subscribe if you're not. All the likes, comments, all those things. Share, please. Share with all your besties. Be like, Nuria is so cool. Her music is amazing. You listen to this podcast, because yes, she is amazing. Her music is amazing and is so cool. Like, I don't know how some of these artists on my podcast, specifically Nuria, are not famous yet, because like their music is so amazing to listen to. Like, underrated. I should rename this podcast to Underrated Musicians, because it is. So many of these artists are underrated and they're so amazing. So I'll see you guys next episode, and I don't know when that will be. It might be later because I'm doing this one earlier, or it might be same time. Don't know. I try my best to be on time. I'm never on time. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. See you guys next episode. Bye.
I'm looking, I'm searching until I'm a burden. You can't stop the hurting, giving it or turning. You can't stop the dating, heard all that I'm saying. My business is staying, man, you should be paying. I go like, I'm still looking for that piece of free boy. Don't shout, let me speak calmly. Be easy when I feel I bleed. Don't get a free copy, bitch. Too sick, never sneeze on me. I'm private, better be discreet.